What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my live stream. I am back. It's been a hot minute, and honestly, I kind of want to touch on that, but I want to hang out with all of you. And hey, what's up, Emma? That was quick. You were quick this time. So I want to touch up with all of you on why I've been gone, but I also want to hang out and have fun with y'all. It's been a little bit. I want to catch up. So, with that being said, hit the like, share the live, because I got a message that may or may not help a lot of people. It's the first time you've been first in a while. Alright. I'm a little nervous because it's been a minute since I've been live, so. Alright. So, I am proud to announce that I have an album dropping. I want to say probably within the next month or so. It's called Deception. Be on the lookout for that. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna have every song that I have released and a few unreleased songs. And I hope y'all are going to enjoy that. But, how's everyone been? Let me know. I've been battling a lot of demons lately, both literally and figuratively. I had a rather unpleasant visit from my sleep paralysis demons, and it kind of shook me up. Now, I don't want to bring up the past, but I want to announce that me and Isabel Blackstone will no longer be collabing. I have deleted all of the videos of her and with her from my channel. We're no longer speaking, and that's part of the reason why I haven't been on YouTube as much posting. I actually haven't touched social media, so that's why it that whole situation just brought a lot of mental health problems, severe anxiety, and honestly even worse, depression. I've attempted suicide, I think 2 or 3 times since the last time. Hey Sierra, how's it going? I think 2 or 3 times in the past month or so. And it's been messing with me. But I think I'm getting better. I would like to say that I am. I still have some, I still have my days where I question life, where I question who wants me around, why am I here? I have these days, and honestly, I'm fighting my battles. I win most of the time, but there's a lot of times that I just shut down and I don't want to do anything. I lay in bed all day. I think from last Friday until yesterday, I left my bed 5 times. You know, I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to face reality. You know, I was hiding. I was in isolation. And obviously, you guys know the basement. I stayed down here for 4 days. And it sucked, you know? But depression, I've said this before, depression is not a weakness. It's actually the biggest strength you can have. I want you to think about that. Depression is not a weakness, it's a strength that you have. Because the fact that you have depression and you're standing right here where you're, you know, watching this live, the fact that you made it through yet another day, fighting whatever it is that's going on in your head or in your life, I want to tell you guys that I'm proud of you, because that's not easy. You know, hey Mike, how's it going? Depression is, it's an everyday battle, and it's one that you fight all day. I have people who sadly can look at me and they think my smile is real. They think my laugh is real. I pretend to be happy. I pretend to be happy more times than I actually am happy. And it's kind of sad that there's people who look at me and believe it, and they don't care to ask if I'm okay. They don't care to ask, you know, if I need a hug, or if I, you know, just need someone to talk to. You know, like, I've had to fight these battles for the past 3 months on my own, and it's hard. I wish I didn't, but at the same time, I wish I had someone to talk to. You know, I've been making music, but at the same time, I just get so in my feelings that I don't want to make music. I have started sleeping a whole lot more, and but at the same time, I've been working out a whole lot more, because if I'm working out, it takes my mind off of everything. Mental health too. Hold on. Ah, shit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Rainbow FNF says, "Hello, my name is Yuki, and nice. Oh shit. Nice to meet you. I have mental health too, and I have no friends, and I've got bullying." And that's honestly sad. That it's not sad that you have no friends. It's sad that people don't take the time out of their day to be like, "You okay?" To be like, whatever it is you're going through, it's going to be okay. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it's going to be okay. I wish I had someone to tell me that. You know, honestly, Rainbow FNF says, "And I really hate myself." That, I can relate to that. You know, I hate myself more days than I love myself. But hating yourself doesn't mean everybody hates you. There's actually more people who love you than you really think. You know, and I know it's hard to believe when you're going through everything, but it's true. It's all real. Depression is real. Every 60 seconds, somebody takes their life. Somebody gives up, they throw in the towel, and they're like, "I can't do this." But suicide and self-harm is a permanent fix to a temporary problem. I honestly want to say that again. I need that to set in with you guys. Suicide and self-harm is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you sit here and you think life would be better if you just threw in the towel and said, I give up. Yeah, you took care of the one, maybe 5 problems that you're going through. But think about every other good thing that could have happened to you in life. You know, your dog can die, right? Rainbow FNF says, and his name is Luca, but you don't know him. But his name is Luca, and he was my ex-cousin, but he posted shit about me, like drama and stuff. Haters are gonna hate. You know, that's, yeah. I understand haters. I get a lot of hate for my music. And honestly, people hate on my music because I talk about stuff that needs to be talked about. But, you know, the next time you think about just throwing in the towel, think about it. You're going through this problem, but who knows? Anywhere from a week to a few years in the future, you could be successful. You can be the happiest person ever. You know, everything with Isabel went down, right? I was depressed day in and day out. But now I use her as a way to motivate myself to do better. Now, I'm happy. And again, I still have days that I'm not happy. I still have days that, you know, I don't want to see people. And one thing, he think like I'm a disgusting. Like I said, people are gonna hate, people are gonna say whatever. You just gotta let them. As hard as that is, you just gotta let them. But like I was saying, I use that situation to motivate myself. I think about how I was during that whole situation, and I think about how I don't want to be like that. How I don't want to be that depressed. It can be hard sometimes, but I promise you, it's going to get better. It will. That's the message I wanted to spread before we got into the rest of life, because suicide, depression, anxiety, PTSD, just mental health in general is the least talked about on social media. I had actually seen a video and it said, you say you want to kill yourself. Throw yourself in the ocean and watch yourself struggle for a breath of air. Watch yourself struggle to survive. You don't want to kill yourself. You want to kill what's inside of you. You want to kill the evil that is inside of you. And that hit hard. Because they're right. I personally don't want to die. I want whatever evil is inside of me to die. To leave me alone. So, take from this message anything that you can. Because I can tell you right now, you're worth it. You're worth keeping around. even if somebody doesn't tell you, even if you don't believe it. Listen to me. You're worth keeping around. So, now, let's hang out. How has everybody been? Wish I could have some stories to tell you guys about about anything that's happened while I've been gone, but I pretty much just summed it up. So, how are all of you? Honestly, I personally don't like how quiet it is. So let's fix that. Wait. Never mind. My speaker's dead. And I don't know where the charger is. Calm down. People people say that we're faking everything, or that we're doing everything for attention, but that's because they don't see what's going on inside of us. No one will ever know what you were going through completely. We all have our battles, and every battle is different. Nobody is fighting the exact same battle. But the fact that you are sitting here, you're still able to type in the chat. That means you've won the battle. Because you're still here. You haven't given up. So, another subject that I want to touch on. Emma, if you are still here, you're probably gonna love this. Hold on, let's sit down now. Let's get comfortable. Let's enjoy each other's company. There we go. Alright. Oh. There we go. Alright. Oh. Don't mind any of that. Like I said, haven't necessarily left my room lately. Alright. Guys, if anybody... Hey, nice to meet you, Rainbow. If anybody would love to donate, I have set a Cash App for you guys to donate. The link is down in the description below. I did not hear the new song, no. But you guys can donate to my Cash App. Yuki. Okay, I'll try and remember that. And correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm terrible with that. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and ask you guys for money. This is completely voluntary. If you would like to, go for it. Link is down in the description. I'm trying to build up the Young Prod name, like... I'm trying to build up the Young Prod name, so... But, yes. Cash App, down in the description below. It will be in the description of every live, and if it's not, you can go check my channel bio. It'll be in there. So, I wanted to get that out of the way. But, guys, come on. Let's Let's conversate. How's everybody's day going? You know, I always ask that. How's y'all's day going? I'm going to find my charger so I can plug in my. Brother, wait, did you wait? And brother, why did you got bullying too sometimes? I don't necessarily understand that. I'm gonna be honest. My day was it was okay. It was definitely one of the best I've had in a while. Oh, need to cut my hair though. Might get a haircut soon. Alright, I'm gonna try and find my charger real quick so I can plug in my speaker. I'm going to turn my camera though. Y'all can look at the AC unit for all I care. Here we go. Alright. Oh wait. Still the scariest basement on earth. That's crazy. Okay, guys. Here's the deal. I'm gonna go upstairs. No, excuse me. I'm gonna see if I can find a charger. You're exhausted. Me too. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I've been dealing with them all day. But I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can find a charger. Get some water for my hiccups. And I'll be back. Y'all probably heard me coming back down. What's going on? Hey. Yep. Hold on. I'm trying to prop this up. Panic attacks are completely normal. I want you to look around wherever you are. I want you to try and find 3 things that are yellow, 4 things that are blue, and 6 things that are black. Focus on that for right now. Oh man, hang on. All right, guys. So okay, you guys are going to see just a about now, guys. Let's go. And I was right. It was the speaker. Okay, so like I was saying, since it's been a little bit since at this point. All right. As I was saying. Okay. Eat them Takis. Like I was saying, it's been a little bit since I talked about it, and I don't know if there's anybody new watching. I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. But if anybody would like to donate to the Young Prod name, my Cash App is down below. I'm not gonna decline it if you send me 50 cents. Like, a donation is a donation. Like, anything helps. Hopefully, the more donations we get, maybe making merch. Like, Young Prod merch. So, that is a possibility if we can get some, there it is, get some donations. Honestly, no, I would not decline if you sent $100. I would actually be very, very thankful. I'm not going to decline donations. I'm not going to decline donations because that's you guys. That's you guys trying to help me out, help out the Young Prod community. Honestly, you guys could max it out at 99,999, or like nothing. Don't do that because that's a lot of money to accept. And I hate the fact that I have to accept the donations. Like, I don't know. So yeah, if you guys would like to donate, it's down in the description. The link to my Cash App. Everybody had been sitting here saying like, "Oh, no donation button, no donate button in your chat." This is the best I can do right now since I'm not sponsored on YouTube for donations. Hello. I'm dying. All right. I want everybody to tell me how their day has been. Sad part is I can't open Snapchat or else the stream will pause and YouTube will crash. Wish I could though. I wonder is this out of tune? We're gonna try and do this by ear. I do have Snapchat. You guys can go follow my Snapchat too. Uh, YoungProd1. Do you have mod? Alright, I'm not gonna tune that. Not now.
link all of my socials. Turned 16 10 days ago. Happy belated birthday. Y'all, I'm gonna cut my hair soon. Like, this is mostly going to be gone. I'm tired of it stabbing me in the eye. Alright, y'all. Probably gonna be on for another 8 minutes, and then I have to go do some stuff. Yes, yes. I'm tired of it stabbing me in the eye. Alright, but yeah, I'm probably gonna be off for like 8 more minutes. Cause I got some stuff I gotta do. But it's been great catching up with y'all. I'll try and be live as often as I can. I'm working on this new album, so hopefully y'all will like it. I hope you like it, because it's my first album, so hopefully y'all like it. You know, Deception. That's Be on the lookout for that. Okay. How about this? We're just gonna make this a 40-minute live stream because yeah, I got some stuff to do. I have to clean this mess behind me. So, with that being said, I would love to thank everybody for their support while I've been gone. I truly appreciate it. I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I'll snap you back. Um, I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys, honestly, if you told me last June, if you told me last June that I would have somewhat blown up and had 400 fans like my music, some fans from across the country and across the world liking and listening to my music, I wouldn't have believed you. I honestly still can't even fathom that I got people from Nepal and, you know, China and like all these like countries that are way far from where I am listening to my music, and that my music has been able to reach out to them in a way that, you know, I feel like music should. You hear all these rappers, you think of rappers and you think of like legends like King Von, you know, NBA Youngboy, like all these drill rappers, which don't get me wrong, I listen to y'all, you know, I love them, but I also prefer to rap about the sides of me that need to be talked about. I use music to express how I feel, but I also write music for other people. Like I've had friends who've just been going through rough times and they needed somebody to talk to. Well, they inspired me for some of my songs. And I hope I inspire you guys to keep going. But with that being said, guys, thank you all for popping in. You know, the few of you that did. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And I love y'all. Um, channel bio. Keep on the lookout. I will have my socials up there. You know, if you guys want to go check that out. I don't have very many socials right now, just because I still don't necessarily like social media. But my Snapchat will definitely be on there if you guys want to follow my Snapchat and yeah, keep up with my daily life. You know, I'll put my Cash App in there for anybody who wants to donate. Again, I'm not forcing you. I'm not saying you have to. It's just donations. Honestly, money is money. But I love y'all. Thank you for stopping in. I'll catch y'all in the next one.